guys? I'm Alex Lickler. I'm a Formula Drift Pro Spec driver. This is my good friend here, Gorka Arietta. He's from Insane Ways. He's going to help me today with our CageKits. So this is going to be our new chassis for the new season. CageKits is a new partner for us this year, and they have sent us our cage so we can make our car super safe at the track. Let me show you what comes in the kit. It comes on a pallet. You'll have to have it shipped to a business address, so just keep that in mind. It comes with all the pipe. They're already pre-bent and they're labeled, which is really cool. They got little circles right here where the pieces will connect. So that's neat. Put base plates in here, comes with stickers because that's really important, and a checklist of all the different parts. Pretty much this is the unboxing session, so follow us along as we do the install. Alright, so when you start off with any cage, you gotta start off with your base plates. You gotta map out where you're gonna put them on the car. So CageKit makes this really nice pre-bent, fabbed up base plate. So we have one for the A pillar here, we have one for the B pillar here, and then also for the rear mount here. So those will be our focal points, and that's what we'll start with building up this cage, and it just mirrors itself on the passenger side. So we'll start from here and we'll go from there. Okay, so we now have our base plates in. You can see we just tack welded them in place, front, rear, the middle here. Now we're moving on to the main hoop. So this is the main part of the cage, and we'll build off that. So once the main hoop is in and tack welded, we'll go to the back and start there. We'll make our way from the back forward, and that's how we'll complete this cage. Just make sure that when you are welding your base plates in, you have good contact, clean metal. I was fortunate enough to get the whole car sandblasted, so we didn't have to sit there and grind a bunch of paint off. Okay guys, so we got our main hoop installed. So then we moved forth and did the rear down bar. So it's these bars right here that go all the way down. And then after we did these bars, we did the rear diagonal bar as well. And then we can start putting in these extra pieces. And then now we'll start to move forth. We'll go with the doors, followed by the remainder of the halo, and then down to the A. That's where we're at now. We'll show you the next steps. Okay, so we've completed everything in the rear. We start to make our way forward. We have the A pillar bars installed and the cross halo bar. We've tack welded everything. We fitted the dash bar as well as the door bars just to make sure everything's going to fit correctly. Now we are going to actually take out the door bar and take out the dash bar, and we're going to take this entire cage and we're going to push it forward so we can really get in and weld the top of the cage. And then once all the welds are complete, we'll push it back and we will continue forth with reinstalling the dash bar and the door bars to finish the cage. Okay, so we just shifted the cage forward, and as you can see, it dropped down off of its mounts. So we have all this room to get up in here, and now we can really have good welds on our cage here. And then once it's all welded, we'll pick it back up, push it back into place, and then we'll fit the dash bar and the door bars. And then this cage will be almost done. Okay guys, so we got the door bars on. The only thing left to do now are the intrusion bars as well as the dash bar. We are going to move forth with the intrusion bars next, but we want to put the dash bar in place. We're not going to weld it yet, but we're going to put it in place and then do the intrusion bars just so it's easier to get this dash bar welded when we're done with the intrusion bars, because the dash bar will be there. But it's a really tight fit, so it might be a little bit easier to teamwork with a friend, because as you can see, it's tight in there, and we're gonna hit it with a hammer just to get it in place. You can actually see the roll cage move a little bit. So CageKits has it all marked out perfectly. So on my side. So now we'll start on the intrusion bars, and then when we're done, we'll be able to weld the dash bar easily. Alright guys, so now it's time to do the anti-intrusion bars. So once you get your base plate, weld it to the chassis, you'll have two pieces. You'll have one that extends, and then another right here like this. And they'll mate together. And right now you can see that obviously this doesn't fit. So CageKits allows you to have a little bit of custom, where you want to angle it, where you want to put it. So you'll have to cut it yourself. We're fortunate enough to have some cutting apparatuses here to shape it up nicely, and we'll go ahead and cut it, and we'll go from there. Okay guys, so we finally cut our metal, did a little tack weld. This is what we're looking like right now, and after the cutting, boom, this is where we're going to be. So that's what you can do with yours after you spend some time finessing, cutting it to length and getting the proper angle cut on it so that it mates well with your base plate. Alright, we'll weld it now. Okay, so what we found is that once we tack welded the intrusion bars in, we realized that we have to weld here and here. We don't have enough room to weld on this side because the dash bar is in. We originally needed the dash bar in so that the intrusion bars would be in the correct orientation as opposed to here versus here. But now that we have tack welded, we will remove the dash bar. That way the cage will fold back in in without the pressure of this, and then we can get in here and we can finish welding. Then we'll reinstall the dash bar so that it pushes back out, and we should be done with the cage. Something that you would have to do if you're going to reuse the factory steering column, aka post-spec cars have to reuse the factory steering columns. Before we took out the original dash bar that the car came with from the factory, we kind of mocked up this little jig to hold where the factory steering column was. Now that we have the aftermarket CageKits cage in the car, we reutilizing this jig so that we can make a bracket that will put the stock steering column in its factory location in order to not move or change the steering column in this car. That's why this abstract jig exists. It was something that was just thrown together real quick, but it works great. We just utilized the factory bolt holes for the seat, and then there's one bolt right here on the back side of the steering column, and it lines up perfectly. So now we have our jig in place. We will cut the metal and weld it as we need it, and then our steering column is complete. Alright guys, what a day. We started at 10 a.m. this morning and it is just about to be 10 p.m. So we put 12 hours in, but we got this cage done in a single day. So CageKits makes an awesome product because we were able to cage a car an entire day, which is unheard of. Yep. Great value, great product, everything fit pretty well, and we're done, so that's awesome. If you want to check out Gorka and all of his fab work and all the cool race car stuff he does, check out his Instagram. What's your Instagram?
It's Uncle G at Insane Ways.
Cool. And I'm Alex Drifts, super easy, so check out all my content. Ignition Source TV is going to be hooking us up with some sweet videos and stuff, so voila.